Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene, and today we have yoga for tennis players. I think I really love yoga for tennis players because tennis is not just a physical game. It is very inclusive of the mind, the heart, the breath for sure, our ability to concentrate and do many things at once. So it is my hope that with this video you get to tap into all that good stuff and not just stretch the body. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. Alrighty, let's begin in a seated position. Come on down to the ground. Lift the hips up on a towel or a blanket if that's helpful. And just take a second to just tune into our bodies and tune into our breath. You can close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Sit up nice and tall. And just take a second to notice your breath. And as you do this, I just want to thank you for joining me and taking this time to tend to your body with awareness. Get a good stretch. And tap into your breath. So let's bring our focus to the breath to start. Again, just noticing the quality of your breath. And that's just whatever that means to you right now. Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it kind of hard to notice anything at all? And then we'll just consciously start to deepen the breath. Relaxing the shoulders. Finding maybe just a little more length in the spine and the neck. And on your next inhale, see if you can take such a deep breath that you sort of feel all sides of your torso expand, this 360 breath. Maybe even feeling this expansion underneath the collarbones on the inhale. And then we'll just do a couple more breaths here, but because this is yoga for tennis players, I would like to layer on just a little bit of core activation in the exhales. So for these next few rounds, nice and easy, we'll take a deep breath in on our own, on your own. But on your exhale, see if you can hug your lower ribs in a bit and draw your navel, your low abs even in just a bit. So we're keeping the expansive inhale, that 360 inhalation. But just for a couple of rounds, we're gonna work on an active exhale, drawing the muscles of the core in, the low ribs hug in. And I know it takes some focus and concentration to do this action, so just take another round or two here. And then the next time you do that active exhale and hug the abs in, hug the low ribs in, find that core center. See if you can maintain that core center as we do on the court in this next transition. So see if you can maintain that core center as we come now into all fours. So we're never really letting the belly fully go here. We're maintaining that gentle core center connection. All right, here we are on all fours. We're gonna do that one more time, that same breath. So inhale, 360 here in tabletop position. Exhale, navel draws in and up, low abs draw in and up, low ribs hug in. Beautiful, then we're gonna let that go. So you're gonna let it all go, release through the belly, inhale, open the chest, look forward for cow pose, tailbone up. Good, exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. Resist the urge to move super fast here. Let's try to slow it down a bit and really feel our way through this spinal work. Moving with a nice, slow, easy breath. And you can even close your eyes here depending on how you're feeling today and just take a couple of rounds on your own, moving with the sound of your breath. Take one more round, find what feels good here. Then we'll come back to center, walk the hands forward, spread the fingertips super wide. We're gonna do our first downward dog together, so you'll curl the toes under, lift from the hips, send them up high and back, and we come into downward dog together. Keep the palms spreading, fingertips spreading, excuse me. Soft bend in the elbows. Upper arm bones have an external rotation here. Inner thighs have a slight inner rotation here. And we breathe. Maybe you close your eyes again. Maybe you imagine your heels getting heavier. And then slowly lower the knees to the ground, come back to tabletop position. Turn your left fingertips to the left side of your mat. Peek at me if you need a little demo. Turn your right fingertips to the right side of your mat. So the thumbs are now pointing forward. And we're just gonna move in some gentle circles to the right here, getting into the hips, and best you can, see if you can keep all of your knuckles grounding down through this movement, through this gesture. Nice, reverse the circle. Now walk the fingertips out. Take a deep breath in. Take the knees a little bit wider than the hip points and then send the hips on back for an extended child's pose. So depending on how you're feeling today in your body, you can decide how active you want this to be. So we can really reach the fingertips forward. We can even tent the palms by lifting the wrists up high, getting that stretch in the forearm and the shoulder. Or if you're wanting just a softer release, more recovery today, we can even soften through the fingertips all together and just allow the head, the forehead to be heavy. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel that expansive inhale, maybe feeling that stretch in the low back and the hips as you breathe in, expand. And then on your next exhale, let's bring it on back up. Walk the knees underneath the hip points and take it back up to downward facing dog. So our second down dog today, we're gonna add a little movement, stretching through the fascia of the feet, all the way up through the backs of the ankles, the Achilles, the calves, those hamstrings, of course. And then as you pedal it out here, just bring your awareness back to your shoulders, maybe finding that slight bend in the elbows. And then if you'd like just one extra layer here, bringing your awareness to the low ribs, just seeing if you can hug them in just a little bit to create that stability for the back. Kind of getting out of the habit of just dumping the ribs here in downward dog, but drawing, that zip line through the center. Pedal it out here for one more breath cycle. And then slowly lower back down. Bring the two big toes to touch if you can and send the heels back. You're gonna come up to kneeling here. Won't be here long. And if this doesn't work for you, you can transition to a cross-legged seat here really easily. Oh, sorry, Benji. We're gonna take a little twist to the left, lift up through the chest, lift up through the crown of the head. This is an easy twist. Use your breath here. And when I say easy twist, I just mean you don't need to add a lot of brute force or any brute force here, just keep it soft. Aim to lift the heart, the chest a little more. And then soft and easy transition to the other side. And next we'll come back to tabletop position. And we're gonna come through the bus stop that we were at before with the fingertips left to right. You can stay there for this next rep, or you can bring the fingertips in towards your body. Your body will tell you which one is right for you, you today. And same thing as before, gentle circles. Now, that core center connection we found at the beginning of this practice is so helpful here, just like it is in our game. We need to have that full body connection. And if I'm just dumping into my hands and wrists here, it doesn't feel good. So bringing my core center into the work feels safer, feels more stable. Reverse the circle if you haven't already. And then gently release. We're gonna bring the elbows down. Forearms are parallel. And we're gonna walk the knees back. So before we did extended child's pose, this we're bringing more into the shoulders for heart to earth pose or Anahata Asana. This is like a puppy posture. So we've done 2 downward facing dogs. Here's our puppy posture. Your head may not come all the way to the ground, but the tailbone's gonna lift up. And we use our 360 breath here to feel that stretch in the back, in the shoulder, the side body. And why not just take a moment here, moment of calm, focusing on you. Good, then find that core center. From center, let's move it all the way back up through all fours and take it up to downward facing dog. Okay, 3rd time's a charm. Find what feels good here. I'm not gonna give you specific cues. I'd like you to just feel into this asana with your breath, with the current sensations you're feeling in your body. And then when you're ready, we're gonna slowly lift up through the low belly and start to roll through the spine very slowly all the way to a plank. Make any adjustments you need to here, walking the wrists underneath the shoulders, excuse me. And I'd like to invite you to really reach the heels back towards the back edge of wherever you're practicing, the mat, the room, outside. Now we wake up the full core. So we have navel drawing up, low abs drawing up and in. We're hugging that low rib cage in, engaging the rectus abdominis. Now take your awareness to your neck. Notice if it's hanging here. See if you can lengthen through the crown of your head. You're here for 3. Press into the pinky toes. 2. Press away from your yoga mat. And then slowly lower the knees on the 1. Next, we're gonna take the right foot all the way up into a lunge for a little lunge work. Right away, you can gauge how light or how deep you want this quad stretch and this hip flexor stretch to be by either keeping your knee where it is, wherever it landed, your left knee, or you can walk your left knee back a bit to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. And we're here, front knee over front ankle. Keep the back toes curled under for this. Finding your breath, maybe thinking about your chest or your heart reaching forward past your yoga mat. Check in with your glutes. See if you can press into your right heel. Find a little length through the crown of the head. Beautiful. From here, we're going to lift the heart, the hips up and back. Find a little runner's stretch. Pull the right hip crease back. Flex your right toes towards your face. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And on the exhale, we'll roll it back, plant the palms, and we'll just switch it out. So left foot comes forward. Walk that right knee back if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch. Front knee over front ankle. And for this one, you can think about hugging. This is just an awareness, right? A sense of body sensibility thing, but we're hugging everything into the midline here. So we're not just splaying into the asana, but we're finding this connection. You can think of it, I like this idea of hugging muscle to bone is sometimes really nice. Pressing into your left heel. And then when you're ready, send the hips back. Whoo, flex your left toes towards your face. Really think about pulling back from the left hip crease and tugging your heel on the mat here for a nice, juicy stretch. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale, we roll all the way through. Plant the palms. Step it back. Downward facing dog again. This is our last downward facing dog. Notice if it feels any different from the first one. And you can continue to pedal it out. You might slow it down. You might play with your stance, bringing your toes together or bringing them a little bit wide. And then once again, into the lunge, right knee comes forward. Sorry, right foot comes forward. And we'll lower the left knee to the ground. I'm gonna bring the palms up to the chest here, palms together. And when you're ready, finding a twist. Left elbow comes to the outer edge of the right knee. And we'll find that length through the crown, breathing into all four sides of the torso, that 360 breath. And hugging into the midline for balance, stability. Yes, love it. Let's come back, plant the palms, lift the back knee and send the hips up high, downward facing dog. If you'd like, take it or leave it. You have an opportunity here for a little cleansing breath. So inhale in deeply through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth with a little sound. Good, left knee comes up for the lunge. I just did it again, left foot, but you are bringing your left knee. And then we lower the right knee to the ground. Find your core center connection, palms come together, Anjali Mudra, and when you're ready, slowly rotating into that twist, finding length in the spine. Staying focused on your breath. And then slowly releasing. So good. We'll come back to all fours. And just ending with the little thread the needle here. Right fingertips are going to go underneath the bridge of the left arm. Hips up high. Using your breath to find a nice juicy stretch here. And then unraveling whenever you're ready and taking it to the other side. Left fingertips Reach underneath the bridge of your right arm. We rest on the left ear, maybe here. Yeah, feels good. And using your breath, that expansive breath. Whew. As you're ready, slowly unravel. Make your way back to a comfortable seat. Gentle twist to the left. Gentle twist to the right. Reach the arms out like a big Texas T. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly bring the palms together. Maybe soften the gaze and gently tuck the chin into the chest to close this session. Finding a moment of stillness here if you can. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. We'll close with one final inhale in together and an exhale to bow the head to the heart. Thanks everyone. Take good care.